So let us see how to create a 3D model of Eiffel Tower. So you need to have a software known as Shaper 3D, this app in your iPad, which I am using. So in Google you can type engineering drawing Eiffel Tower and you'll get a lot of images on Google. So what the image which I am using is this particular image which I have downloaded from Google. So it's a normal PNG image of Eiffel Tower. So now what you need to do is you need to go to Shaper 3D and you need to import the image which you have downloaded. Okay, I'll go to the files, and this is the particular image which I have used. So now I can rotate the image to the angle which I want. Okay, so once your image is imported into Shaper 3D, what you can do is you can start creating an outline of this image. So either you can create an outline of the entire image or of half of the image. So I'll create the outline for half of the image, because then in the later part we'll rotate that particular part and create the whole sketch. So I'll add a line to it first of all to identify the center point. So this can be the center point. To get the exact center point, we can zoom in into the image. So I'll create this line and then extend it till the last part, something like this. Now I can start creating the outline by using splines and lines and arcs. Now this particular point, these control points you can adjust to create it circular or to be more precise. Something like this. From here you can create a straight line. So I hope you are getting the fair idea what exactly I am doing. So once you create this outline of for half of the image, so what you'll get is you'll get something like this. So I have already created it. So this was the image which was imported and this was the sketch which was created on that image. So if I hide this image, so this outline is as follows. Okay, so here it goes. Then I will select this, transform it from this point to this point. Okay. So if you go to your previous image, which was like this, in this sketch plane. So now in spite of outline, you can create the interior sketches as well. So for that you just need to precisely go to each block and then create with the help of lines. You can create the interior sketches as well. So I'll give you an example. And here you can create a spline. Okay, you can add a line, so like that. Now this also I have already done it, so I'll show you how it looks like. Yes. So this is the image, and I have created all the outlines in between as well. So if I hide the image, the final sketch which will be created will be something like this. So what you exactly need is, you need this final sketch, but we have also saved the previous one. And why so? I'll tell you right now why that. Yeah, so this I created for the demonstration, so I'll delete it. So we have now two outlines on this, and second one is like this. So for this one also we'll select it and we'll create its copy. Now this takes a bit time because it contains more number of drawings in between. Once it is rotated, I will select this once again and I will translate it from this particular point to this point. Now ideally what should happen is, once you select this face and you extend it to a certain dimension, and then you select this to this dimension. Now it takes a bit time. Now this should automatically detect the intersection of these two and create the final diagram. But this doesn't happen. It takes a bit time. Yeah. So now this intersection does not takes place. I try to intersect, but this does not take place. So in order to resolve this, what we can do is, we will undo the last two steps and we'll use these two plane sketches, the outlines. So I extend this and then I extend this particular drawing. So for these two particular drawings, I'll use the intersect of these two blocks. So you'll get this pillar sort of thing. Now what you can do is, you can copy this pillar, you can translate it from this particular point to this point. Now what you can do is, one by one you can select the internal drawings. So now this you have created the grills on this side. Similarly, you can select these faces and you can create grills on this side as well. Now for some of the faces, like for this particular face, it goes to up to certain level, but then it is not able to intersect. So what we can do is, we can keep it to that level, the level at which it is intersecting. Likewise you can do for other faces. And you can cut through the star dimension. Okay. So once you are completed with all the internal drawings, what you'll get is you'll get finally something like this. You can switch to the bottom view. And then again go to transform, you select this whole sketch, click on move rotate. So this center you have to move to the corner, and then you create 4 copies out of it. One at 90 degree, one at 180 degree, one at 270 degree. Now what you'll get is something like this. In order to color this, you can select the faces you want to color.